All right, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us at the start of this lovely long weekend. My name is Stephanie Corrett. I'm the placement manager here at Guiding Eyes for the Blind. And what that means is I had the fabulous job of overseeing the training for this class. Thank you again for being here both in person and also online as well. I'm really grateful that we had some beautiful weather to close out class because yesterday morning was not as nice. We had pretty severe thunderstorms come through. And then today, we all went for a nice little walk/hike at FDR Park, and literally everybody had to climb the last hurdle of class, which was a down tree over the path. So everybody in front of you, multiple times over the tree with their dogs, all made it, and I think that was a fitting way to kind of end the class. I want to take a moment to thank the instructors for this class. So we have in front of me on my right, Shannon McGee. Across from Shannon, Michelle Tang, and next to Michelle, Sam Ori. So thank you so much for all of your wise wisdom and instruction during this class. Yeah, thank you. Woo! Yeah, yes. All right, and after all the clapping, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pass this mic off to Lindsay to get us started with the rest of the ceremony.
Hi, everybody. My name is Lindsay Rommel. I work in donor relations here at Guiding Eyes for the Blind. So I'm just here to thank our incredible donors who make all of our work and all of these partnerships you see up here possible. And we have a special recognition today, which is Allison's guide dog Gate, who was specially named by the Chang family. And they have a little message to share with you all. We are so happy to hear that Gate has been matched with Allison. Gate is named in memory of Christy Gayton, whose lifelong nickname was Gate. Christy raised two terrific Guiding Eyes dogs, Quincy and Davis, and would have loved to be able to continue that for years to come. We are so proud to have Gate as a living legacy to our wife and our mother, and that's from the Chang family, so Sion, Jacob, Maggie, and Bella and Blueberry. Christy was an incredible person who had a passion for all of the benefits that a Guiding Eyes dog can bring to one's life, and I'm just so glad we can honor her memory through Gate's name and this partnership. So with that, I just want to say congratulations to you all and hand it over to Monica.
Thanks, Lindsay. My name is Monica Conrad. I'm a regional puppy specialist here at Guiding Eyes for the Blind, so I work on our puppy program side of things. But first, I kind of wanted to start and give a shout out and a big thanks to some of the other departments that have played a role in these puppies' lives before they got onto puppy program. So first, thank you so much to our whelping kennel for caring so diligently for the broods as well as the pups. So they start with them from birth all the way up until they're about 5 weeks old. I also want to say thank you so much to our home socialization for getting these babies out into homes to get them used to what that's like to experience for a couple of days before they go into our puppy kennel. And I want to say thank you so much to the puppy kennel for caring for our pups, playing with them, starting off those socialization and those skills from 6 weeks until they're 8 weeks. On top of the staff, there's also countless volunteers that help these puppies for the first 8 weeks of their lives until they get to go out onto puppy program. So I just want to give a shout out to those departments as well. And then our pups head off to their puppy raisers, who many of them are here in the audience today. Thank you guys for making the drive up and for being able to be here. I want to say thank you so much for taking these sweet little puppies into your home, giving them so much love and so much time. You start off small, exposing them to your home and your neighborhood, teaching them the basics, such as sit and down, and then how to settle in the crate, how to not be under your feet while you're trying to maybe cook in the kitchen or do things out in the yard. Thank you for building their confidence one day at a time for over a year that you've had them. You did a wonderful job preparing them to enter training, ready to take on the new responsibilities that they learn here. And I'm sure that our foundations trainers that are here in the room, as well as those who've already departed for the fun weekend, loved learning their personalities and getting to work with them. I want to say thank you so much for your support of Guiding Eyes and raising these amazing guide dogs that you see up here today, all these beautiful ladies and Mr. Van. Can't miss the one boy. I knew him on puppy program, so I get to pick on him a little bit. Thank you so much for raising these dogs. We couldn't do it without you guys as puppy raisers, so deep felt thank you and congratulations on your puppy that you've raised getting to become a guide dog. So with that, I'd like to recognize the raisers that could be with us today. So when your name is called, please walk up and get your certificate that Stephanie will have. So first, Raiser of Carly, Caitlin, and Greg Gallagher. Craig, apologies. Raisers of Gate, the Yang family. Raiser of Gate as well, Jane Masry. Raisers of Giada, Elizabeth Bentley and Steve Papanetti. And raisers of Van, Richard and Barbara Katz. I'd also like to congratulate Melissa Scheffler and Edward Smith, who raised Ophelia. Thank you, puppy raisers, so much once again. And now I'll turn it over to Michelle to introduce our graduates.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the May 24th graduating class. I've been introduced twice now. My name is Michelle Tang. I'm a placement specialist at Guiding Eyes. This month, or this past 2 weeks actually, I've worked with Shannon Deere, Stephanie Corrett, and Sam Ori. We've had the absolute pleasure of working with the 5 teams that you see in front of you today. First, to my left, we have Moira and Van, also called Donna Van, also called Van Morrison. I think there was a few more. So Moira is from Washington, D.C. She has come all the way here to receive her 6th guide. I think they were all yellow, males, right? One golden, still count as yellow. This is her first from Guiding Eyes, though. Moira has been working with guide dogs for over 30 years. And just the other day, she said to me on the train that she thinks Van might be the best one yet. Van has given Moira back her freedom to travel confidently on busy city streets, as we did on Wednesday in Manhattan. He is an incredibly affectionate boy who very much enjoys being as close to Moira as he can be, sometimes even in her lap in her room, and he very much enjoys licking her face. The 2 will return home to Moira's husband, Chris, and retired guide Declan. Deanna Lentini, Susan Croa, and Louise Thompson trained Van. Next to Moira, we have Jalen, who has come to Guiding Eyes for Pennsylvania for her very first guide dog. Jalen has been matched with Carly, a female yellow lab. She attends college at Kutztown University, studying to be a teacher of the visually impaired. These 2 ladies have been flying through training, figuratively and literally. I think your pace is at like a 4.0 or something. Watching Shannon trying to keep up was quite fun this class, especially on the hot days. Carly will for sure have Jalen on time for all of her classes. Jalen, we cannot wait to hear about all of your adventures, and we wish you the best of luck in the future. Carly was trained by Deanna Lentini and Mick Bilia. Next to Jalen, we have Debbie Lattimore, who has come from Keene, New Hampshire, to receive her first guide dog, Giada, a female black lab. At home, Debbie spends her time walking for pleasure down country roads, running errands, and enjoying the outdoors. Debbie has enjoyed her class experience here at Guiding Eyes and has raved about how perfectly matched her and Giada are. She enjoys Giada's affectionate nature and loves how focused she is when working. Debbie is excited to get home to her husband and her Cavalier King Charles Spaniel named Emily. Debbie, we wish you all the best in your new adventures at home. Giada was trained by Mike Seglio. I don't see him. Next to Debbie, we have Allison Barger, who has come to Guiding Eyes from Oneida, Kentucky for her first guide dog, a female yellow lab named Gate. Allison has an extensive background in showing, training, and riding horses and will be entering her junior year of college with her new guide. From the first day of class, Allison fell in love with Gate, and the 2 have been inseparable ever since. Allison is looking forward to taking Gate around campus and introducing her to her horse, Willow. Allison enjoys Gate's fun personality and hardworking demeanor and is hopeful for a long and successful working career ahead. Allison, we wish you the best of luck. Gate was trained by Erin Murphy. Also not here. Everyone's on vacation this week. Last but certainly not least, Paulina. She came all the way from California. She gets the award for longest flight for her first guide dog. She has been matched with Black Lab female Ophelia. Paulina is a student at California State, Los Angeles, majoring in communications with a goal of becoming an immigration lawyer. Paulina and Ophelia have had such a great time in class. You have had the best sense of humor, Paulina. Sorry, excuse me, I lost my place. She's even said that she wants to stay here. I don't know, maybe we can get her a job here at Guiding Eyes. We can keep her. Paulina, we can't wait to hear about all of your adventures when you get home. Ophelia was trained by Mike Seglio, Izzy Dulesky, Erin Murphy, and Deanna Lentini. That's our class, that's our group. I'm now gonna pass the mic over to our graduate speakers, starting with Allison.
First of all, there are just simply no words that I can say on behalf of this class to express our gratitude for the gift of these absolutely incredible dogs. I mean, each and every member of the Guiding Eyes team has been amazing, and there's just no way I can put into words how they have changed our lives. From our amazing instructors who have been so patient with us, so helpful. Special shout out to Sam, my instructor, for always giving me the best advice and always keeping me laughing. To our wonderful puppy raisers, we wouldn't be here today without your very hard and dedicated work. To the kennel staff and the trainers and everyone who's just poured their heart and soul and made these dogs who they are today. And then to the people who have just made our experience so awesome. The kitchen staff, Chef Rob, Peter, Patricio, they've just fed us like royalty and also kept us laughing. To the housekeeping people and just every member of the client experience team, y'all have went above and beyond to make us feel at home here at Guiding Eyes. And then to speak a little bit about me and Kate, because she would never let me get away with not giving her the credit she deserves. From the moment I met this dog, she started changing my life, and I know that's never going to stop as long as we're together. Gate has a beautiful legacy, and for her, her name has a double meaning to me. She not only carries on the legacy of the puppy raiser, but her name also symbolizes a gateway for new opportunities and new adventures and newfound confidence for me. This dog is absolutely amazing, and I know the phrase "a match made in heaven" has become a little cliche, but honestly, I believe with my whole heart that this one really was. And then finally, to my fellow graduates, thank you all so much for your encouragement and support, and I hope you all know that I count you no less than family.
I just want to say that Allison did a great job of thanking everyone, first of all, and I've loved everybody here at Guiding Eyes. I remember when I first wanted to get a guide dog as a young child. I remember going to the beach, and I learned that Ophelia has also gone to the beach before, so the beach is one of my favorite memories. And I remember when I first met Ophelia, the one thing I remember distinctly was she did not hesitate to come up and try to give me kisses every single second. Within like 2 seconds of meeting me, she just went over and started licking me everywhere. And she always makes me laugh and smile every day during guide work. She is focused and very, sorry, I'm choking up. Concentrating on her work, and I feel just an immense sense of freedom and confidence that I didn't think I would ever experience. One of my biggest memories was when we were on our night route and it was really windy and cloudy, and I was actually cold because I'm from California and it's cold. Oh, this mic stopped working. I'm always cold all the time, so I remember like closing my eyes and walking with her and just feeling this immense sense of trust with Ophelia. So I trust her to walk with me through life and to be my guiding eyes. Thank you.
I would like to thank everybody at Guiding Eyes for the wonderful experience that I've had and the confidence building skills that I have learned through instruction with Sam and just through my peers here that have given me a lot of confidence in handling a new guide dog for the first time. I trust her with my whole heart. I can't thank the puppy raisers more. They are wonderful people. Thank you.
Truly, there was a time for me where I didn't know or believe that I was going to get a guide dog. Even throughout the process of working with Guiding Eyes to get to this point, I got told that I would be coming to class on May 13th, and I was like, okay, but it still fully hadn't set in. It took me walking and meeting Carly for the first time for it to finally sink in that I'm here and this is going to happen. I instantly felt the start of a bond and a connection with her. Over the past 12 days, that bond has continued to deepen and grow as we've started learning together and working as a team. I can't wait to go home and continue learning and growing with her and going into my junior year of college with her by my side, giving me even more independence and confidence than I've had before. Thank you to everyone who has helped us get to this point. I can't thank you all enough.
Good afternoon. By way of introduction, I'd like to tell you that I have Usher syndrome, which is the most common form of genetic deafness, blindness. I am deaf and totally blind, and it's only with the amazing technology of a cochlear implant that I'm able to communicate with you today. I'm probably the first deaf-blind person you've ever met, and so I just wanted to share that with you. You all have met Van, and you have been told that he's my guide dog, but there's a little correction here. He's actually I call him my American Express because I can't leave home without him, and he's accepted everywhere. I would like to, it's a privilege to be here today with you, and I would like to thank Guiding Eyes for all they have done. The staff has been amazing. I give a shout out to my trainer, Michelle Tang, and her colleagues, and Stephanie, Sam, and Shannon, and Sue, and it just all the S's that you can think of. And I'd like to also thank Richard and Barbara Katz for coming here today. They drove all the way from Richmond, Virginia. It was wonderful to meet you, and I look forward to spending more time with you. And thank you for this wonderful gift of Van. I'd mentioned I've used a guide dog for 30 years, and it has totally enriched my life. My first guide dog, Bo, came with me when I was working on Capitol Hill. And when with him, I had the Senate rules amended so that guide dogs could go on the Senate floor. My second guide dog, Owen, went to grad school with me. I went to the Harvard Kennedy School of Government, and half my class were international students from the Congo, South Korea, Pakistan, so many different places in the world, all potential future leaders. And initially, I was overwhelmed because I had to convince 250 people that I was capable and self-sufficient. And by the end of the year, I think there was no doubt that I was competitive and capable of just like anybody else in the class. So I think we changed mind when we were there, and hopefully it's a lasting impression. My third dog was my beautiful golden Finnegan O'Hooligan, who was always up to a lot of shenanigans. And he lived to be over 14. He went to 7 different countries with me. We traveled the world, and we just had a great time together. So I wouldn't have been able to do my work, my education, or my enjoyment of life if it wasn't for these amazing companions and just so loved. Lastly, I would like to thank each and every one of you for being here today, no matter how big or small your contribution. You indirectly have made an impact on my life, and I thank you for that. I will leave tomorrow, and I will continue to live my life to the fullest with a woman's best friend by my side. Thank you.
All right, we're now going to present the graduates with their certificates. So first up, we have Moira and Van. Jalen and Carly. Debbie and Giada.
Allison and Gate, Paulina and Ophelia. Congratulations, ladies. You did an awesome job.
All right, that concludes our graduation ceremony. We would invite you all to stay for dinner, 5 o'clock in Rosie's. And yeah, that's it. Thanks for coming.